Week by week, the data becomes more important. Why? Because we are 5 weeks away from the Fed's policy meeting where they'll decide if they're going to cut interest rates. So let's take a look at what the data is going to show this week. Before we begin, remember to like this video and subscribe for more economic updates. On Wednesday, the Labor Department will deliver what's expected to be the biggest data highlight of the week when it reveals the Consumer Price Index for July. Economists project that headline CPI rose 2.9% on an annual basis last month, which would be 1/10 of a point slower than the pace in June. Core CPI, which excludes food and energy prices, is expected to have climbed 3.2% in July. That also would be 1/10 of a point slower than the June measure. Currently, core CPI is at its lowest level since April 2021. And if it comes in where projected or better, analysts say that could change the conversation from if the Fed will lower interest rates next month to how much the central bank might reduce rates. On Tuesday, one day before revealing the Consumer Price Index for July, the Labor Department will announce the Producer Price Index for last month. PPI, which measures price changes at the wholesale level, is expected to have increased 2.2% year over year in July. As for core PPI, that's projected to come in at 2.7%, which would be 0.3 of a point less than in June. One metric that often flies under the radar but which may get a fair bit of attention this week is the Small Business Optimism Index from the National Federation of Independent Business. Economists expect to see that the index for July landed at 91.7 when it's released on Tuesday. That would be 0.2 of a point higher than the June reading. Although the index is projected to come in below its historical average of 98 for the 31st straight month, it is currently at its highest level of the year right now. Other data that economists and policy analysts will have their collective eye on this week is retail sales for July. Economists expect to see a monthly increase in sales by 0.3 of a point in June. Retail sales came in flat for the month. Excluding autos, sales are expected to have climbed 0.1 of a point last month, which would be a drop by 0.3 of a point from June. On Friday, the University of Michigan will release the preliminary reading of its Consumer Sentiment Index for August. Economists project the index will come in at 67.5, about 1 point higher than the number for July, but still 20% below the metric's historical average of 85. That's it for now, but as we said, the data week by week is becoming more and more important. So join us again on Saturday when we reveal what actually happened. This is Devlyn Steele for Augusta Precious Metals, signing out.